Theo, good to see you. How does it feel to be back?
Yeah, excited. I'm looking forward to the season. It's going to be a tough one. A lot of teams of very big squads now, and there's going to be a lot of teams pushing that top four. So hopefully we can improve on last season. We had a disappointing last few games, but we need to win something this season, and I believe that we can do that.
It's only the first week of pre-season training. What have you been working on so far?
So a lot of running. I'm not the guy that does all these long distance running. I'm more of a sprinter, as everyone knows. So, but I'm getting through it so far, and I feel great. And everyone looks very sharp in training. So it's only gonna look good for us, hopefully. So yeah, no, everyone's ready to go.
You say you're not much of a runner in training, but 20 years ago, that was all you did for a while, I would have thought. So you're quite lucky to be born when you were.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it's all changed now, but I'll just stick to the sprinting. That's a bit of me. Yeah.
Is this as tough as it gets as far as training is concerned?
We had the toughest day today. Today was probably the hardest day we can have all pre-season, to be honest, because the games come in. That's what us players want to do. Just want to play any games. And you get match fitness during that. Very important to get through those as well. You don't want to pick up any knocks, and illnesses. It does always playing catch up then as well. But yeah, no, it's looking great. Everyone's doing very well in training. Everyone's looking very fit, looked after themselves during the summer, which is great to hear and to see as well. So it's going to be a nice little test for us all, I think.
You mentioned looking after yourself during the summer holiday. That's obviously difficult to do. The temptations are there when you've got that break. How did you keep in shape?
Well, we had our programme set, and we had to start them 10 days before we came back for pre-season, so I stuck to that. They literally said, just relax until it comes to that 10 days, so I pretty much did. And it will only benefit me, I think. Like I say, I've got a long year, like everyone else has, hopefully if it comes to the Euros as well. So you need to have a rest when you can, and not just physically but mentally as well. It's so demanding on your body and your brain as well. So much ups and downs, so much pressure, and it's knowing how to cope with that. So I'm sure I'll be fine.
The Asia Tour just around the corner. What are you expecting from China and Malaysia?
I'm actually, I'm looking forward to it a lot. It's going to be a bit different. I've obviously never been there before, and it's going to be a totally different experience. And the culture's so different out there, and I'm really looking forward to the amount of support as well that's out there. I've heard rumours of during our open sessions training, there's going to be 50,000 plus there. So that's just amazing for itself, just being a training session. And it's just nice to see, these people that we might not ever meet again, and if we can do something that will help the club as well as a badge, and make us grow, and we'll have a bit more fan base, I think.
I suppose you can fit 60,000 people in the Emirates every week, but it's good to take the club to other fans who can't get to the Emirates.
Yeah, exactly. You said it there. It's especially such a long way. I'm not the best on flights either, so I'll just have to close my eyes and pray. But yeah, no, like you say, it's so tough for people to come out and watch games. It's so difficult to get tickets these days. So hopefully we can make the club proud and ourselves.
Lots of travelling involved. You've got to fly to Malaysia, then fly to China, then fly back to England, then on to Cologne, back to England, etc., etc. Putting aside your nerves on the plane, how much does that kind of have an impact on your body?
Well, because previous years we just gone to Austria, so I don't really take much out of you, and Holland as well. But I don't know. I think it will hit you at some stage. But we just got to get used to that, and it's still a long way till the season starts anyway. So we should recover by the time that comes. Sorry. I'm not really thinking about it, to be fair. I'm just thinking about looking forward to the challenge we've got, and something different that I've never done before.
What do you look for from these friendly games? Because you don't need to be at your best just yet.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. You don't want to go through the motions. You want to work for yourself, and you want to work for your teammates. Get back into the run of things, getting used to playing with your teammates again, and you want to get the basics right as well. And you only tend to get 45 or 60 minutes these days in pre-season, so you want to impress the manager as well. Especially the players that are just on the brinks of things, trying to get into the squad. A lot of young talent coming through this season, so they want to be getting the boss's faces, and that's what it's about. And enjoying it. I enjoy every pre-season game when I can, especially did last year, because it does benefit you so much as well. So that's all we want to do. We just want to play in the games. We'd rather play in the games than run, to be fair. Definitely.
The Emirates Cup will be the first games on home soil. That's at the end of July. Boca Juniors, New York Red Bulls, two very exciting opponents for you.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting battle, I think. Nice to see Thierry come back as well. I heard a rumour Jens might have joined there. I don't know if that's true, but again, that's going to be great. But, you know, it'll just be great just to play at the Emirates with the fans and hopefully show the fans what we can do and that we're ready for it. You know, we won't treat it as a friendly. We don't really treat any pre-season games as a friendly, to be honest. We like to go out there and win. And if it's, you know, if we win the Emirates Cup, which is great, and hopefully we can, you know, move on and try and make something bigger than the Emirates Cup and, you know, try and win the league, because that's the main one.
You mentioned Thierry Henry there coming back to the Emirates Stadium. Are you still in touch with him?
No, I think he changes his phone number every week. I think, you know, it's tough to keep in contact with him. You know, he's such a, you know, a lot of people want a bit of him at times. So, you know, he's been a great influence to me. So it'd be nice to see his face, and yeah, he'll always be there for me, definitely.
What's the best advice he's given you down the years?
Best advice? Well, he's actually always told me just to enjoy it and just not believe what people say. Just literally go out there and play your football, you know, and, you know, don't, you know, live up to the hype and stuff like this. Just go out there and enjoy it, and that's what I've been doing, and it's hopefully worked so far.
How strange will it be, though, if he lines up on the opposite side of the pitch? Because he tends to drift left, so he could be on your flank. Yeah,
no, it would be cool. It'd be nice to have a little sprint race against him. You know, we'll see. But yeah, he just goes anywhere on the pitch. You know, he's that sort of player, and you know, make sure he doesn't get the ball. That's my job. Yeah. You
mentioned the sprint race. Did you ever have a race with him? Because people always talked about it.
Never had a sprint race with him. I beat his time in the 40 metres, but I've never had a sprint race. No.
Did you propose it and he just turned it down?
No, none of us. No, I don't think we both didn't really want to race each other. But you know, you never know. You might see it in the Emirates Cup. We'll see.
Looking further ahead to the new season, you look at that fixture list in August, and it's Man United, it's Newcastle, Liverpool, the Champions League playoff. You've really got to start well, hit the ground running.
Yeah. You know, there's no. You know, we need to just win all of our games. That's all we want to do. It's going to be tough, but it's nice to get these tough games out of the way, I think. I think right at the start of the season, you are ready. You know, I was definitely ready at the start of it, so hopefully everyone will be. Every game's going to be very tough in the Premier League this season anyway. There's a lot of teams that are looking very strong now. And it's not easy to win games, home and away. So, you know, I'll be ready. Hopefully everyone else will be. I'm sure they will. And I just want to play football now. That's all I want to do. I just want to stop running.
You mentioned the theory that playing big teams early is an advantage. Is that true? Do you feel that?
Yeah, I think so. It's nice to play them straight away. They might not be flying as they do towards the end of the season. Man United tend to start off quite slowly, but they pick up so many points, you know, during the mid-season and at the end. So hopefully we can catch them in a bad spell, and hopefully a lot of teams are still sort of playing catch up and not quite fit yet. So we're quite a very fit team anyway, so we'll be ready definitely come August. Yeah.
A couple of new players in the squad. Carl Jenkinson's come in from Charlton. Rio Miyachi's now with the squad after going on loan to Holland during the season last year. What have you made of those two and these early impressions so far? Yeah, so it's only been a week, and Carl looks a good lad, very fit. You know, especially today, he just blew everyone away. So that's great to see, and he looks very confident, which is very important. Yeah, Rio just looks like I haven't seen much of him. I haven't seen many games of him, but I've seen a lot of finishing, and he does finish very nicely indeed. And he's a nice lad. He gets on with it, and it's just great to see. And I think he's got a great career ahead of himself, hopefully. Yeah. As for you, Theo, 25 starts, 13 goals last season. How much of a step forward do you think you took?
Yeah, massive. You know, considering I missed a lot of the season as well, I think there was a lot more to come from me that season, but obviously missing 13 weeks upset that. But, you know, I haven't really set any targets yet. I just want to beat what I had. I think one of the most important ones is to stay fit throughout the whole season, because hopefully I can help the team out a bit more. And, you know, in between 50 and 20 goals, I think that's probably the target. Assists, I don't know, I got quite a lot of assists last season as well. But again, I'll think about that on the long flight to Malaysia, I think, what I'm going to do. But yeah, I was very, very I was very happy with my season last season, so hopefully I can push on that and rebuild, and try and make a better one.
It's interesting you talk about setting targets while you're sitting on a flight. I mean, how do you go about working out what's going to be a good target?
Well, I just literally compare it to last season. That's all, and what a winger is expected to do. And I think hopefully this season I can play up front a bit more. I want to play up front, so and I'll think about that as well. But yeah, and I don't want to set it too high, ridiculous. I want to set it to a target which I think can be reached as a winger, stroke striker. So and being so quick, I'm not expect to play every single game, because that'll just be too much on me. You don't want to have silly injuries to your hamstrings or anything like that. So I know that, so I will take that into account as well. But I just want to score goals and try and make the team win. And the most important thing, the biggest target, is to win a trophy. Yeah.
It's quite a mature outlook, that, because a lot of players would say, I want to play every game no matter what, but you seem to want to manage your body as well.
Well, yeah, I would like to play every game, but you just can't. It's especially being the build I am of being quick. It's just so difficult to keep that up every single game, and the boss will see that as well. But and we have all these GPS things, these Prozone stuff now, so that'll keep a track on our bodies as well. But I think the best judge is yourself. So I'll be chatting to the staff and the boss about what's going to happen this season. But I'm ready to go straight away, and get to play against my mate Clichy. So come Man City. So I look forward to that.